I'm
we the
the
humans
least interested in that Drow exclusive one. That sounds like a pain. Like archers and poison. Ugh.
Well, if there's anyone who knows how to use poison.
The gnomes. I mean, I'm kind of into that. Insane dwarves probably don't like normal dwarves. I don't.
Look at how adorable that gnome is.
Yeah, like how could that be super creepy when he begins to like eat a living, beating heart? Yeah. Oh.
And yes, and Gen Zeros will like advise this, and that's why there's some distance. There is some distance between like the exterior of the Scarlet Serpent's territory, their neighborhoods, and any other gang. It's like a no man's zone area where no one's stupid enough to cross in to invoke the wrath of the Scarlet Serpents.
Well, assuming we can't suddenly think of a way to use any of these 4 groups to our advantage before you want Thomas to try to infiltrate, then I would say that Thomas probably just takes the main road. And tries to get into the territory and then see what happens.
Okay. What are you wearing? What are you bringing? And are you going alone? Is Team PC setting out for this one and it's just Thomas?
I would suggest that you guys at least try to escort
follow you to
Thomas
the edge.
Yeah, follow. So in case someone else decides to ambush first, that you at least can get there quickly.
We can look super stalky and creepy as if we like scout him out for murder. Also, Fargus,
Thomas,
you gotta get like a hood or something.
Thomas can't really be seen with just walking around with all of you because that doesn't fit the like desperate kind of story. And if any of the patrols of the Scarlet Serpents actually see the entire group moving, that might be a bit, suspicious. Especially with Mr. Glowing Man Fargus here.
Yeah, can Fargus get like a cloak or something in the hideout?
He can, but the consequence of the 5 here, really, his supernatural essence is shining through.
Yeah, sure, but just so people won't.
Yes, like the fucking.
See his eyes immediately.
Yes. There you go. Won't see it. I mean, you could wear a blindfold, but even then, it would have to be a really fucking thick blindfold.
I mean, so now you're like a brown-robed man with a deep, long, hanging hood who oozes with supernatural power. That's not nearly as bad as being Fargus. This city, that's just like I'm not gonna mess with that guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never seen
being
those
Fargus
guys
is
before.
like I'll fucking mess with that guy.
Yeah.
As for clothing, needs to fit the like desperate like thing, so he can't go in his usual like armor and like the gleaming gold axe that he has. So he probably has to take like scraps, soft clothing rather. Look completely worn down. Which I don't like going in there unarmed and completely like helpless.
Maybe
you
you can have
probably
a dagger or
shouldn't.
something.
Well, no, you shouldn't, because if you go in there helpless, like... But
Well, not helpless, but far more helpless
if
than
you're bringing
usual.
magic stuff, that stuff's gonna take away.
Right. For your armor, you need to have because your armor's not magical, is it?
No.
Then dirty up your armor, make it look like, it's old, it's rugged.
Yeah, he needs to look like someone who's fallen on bad times, but who knows how to survive Dragonhold. Because if he looks like some hobo who would just starve immediately, then the story isn't really believable that he has survived so far.
Something else we could try? Now these gangs have been realized, we could try to go to each of these, kill their leaders, try to unite their forces.
They might just scatter those. The problem. Not,
Yes.
Why would they obey us?
It was just a off the side thought. I know we come saying we want to defeat the Scarlet Serpents, and we want their help, and they're like, no, fuck you, we kill the leader. And look at the rest of it, like, we can bring you greater glory. They say, get wrecked, humans. I don't know.
I mean, that sounds almost like a reasonable plan.
No, we can go with this. It's fine. We're already this far. we spent 2.5 hours to come this far, so let's not.
The location of these gangs, like could also been revealed. Like questions could have been revealed this before I revealed them. This was just Gen Zero's throwing that out there because no line of query led to him throwing these out there.
Maybe we should not do like the assault and infiltration today, but rather ask around and see that if maybe the serpents do have enemies, maybe there's someone who disagrees with them.
So, your 5 has already been burned.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Has the spell been cast yet?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
it's...
Thomas is basically standing like on a behind a table with Jin Zero, and Jin Zero just goes like, "Oh yeah, there's all these gangs that you could."
Well, it's too late to plot then. Go.
Oh,
Go.
you know,
We'll
let's
take your
go.
magic stuff and your
Sure.
money.
So Thomas will take like non-magical armor, non-magical sword,
Make
maybe like a shield.
Make it look like it's been used, but still good.
Make him look battered, but capable.
Alright,
somewhat.
you have that equipment already at your base, so that's not a trouble.
Add some dirt and some scratches to everything.
Including your face.
And then I assume he is going to head towards the territory, being shadowed by the rest of the party in case shit goes down before it's supposed to.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I don't know what's going to happen. Probably a patrol.
The gods be with you, Thomas.
Thank you. Just in case something goes wrong, remember this. I told you so.
I will. I promise you.
I guess we do that then.
So cold. The ruined streets of Drakenhall are covered in dazzling sheets of ice. The frosty air greedily consumes your heat, swaddling you within deadly blankets. This is a temperature you've only read about in stories of life beyond the Dragon Empire, away from the temperate Midland Sea. An unbidden question rises in your minds as you step out into the biting wind and begin walking through near whiteout conditions. What with the cascading of snow from the heavens, how many people will die because of this winter? The roads are slick, covered in ice as well as snow. Thankfully, there are enough landmarks within the massive ruined area for you to sort of find your way, particularly when you reach the main road and you're able to curve your way around. However, due to this, even though you might very well be leaving in the daytime, as I put you folks on this map, as you're approaching the north, heading towards the south, you are in very difficult-to-see conditions, to the extent that I've given your tokens already a light source called whiteout, and that prohibits you from seeing very far. Basically, if you can't see something, even if it would be in, say, a square that you would normally be able to target, you can't touch it. And even if someone is close enough to spot it for you, you can't see it as well, courtesy of the fact that there's just too much fucking in the way for you to see shit. You're in the northern area of the map. We're going to act in turns based on initiative, and your objective of sorts would be to get to the southerly section.
It's a gauntlet.
So in this case, I would actually ask you folks to roll for initiative.
I'm first loading.
It's fine. Still load. I thought about having you folks preload, but I didn't want that to unduly influence decision making.
You know, because it was being such a long and well thought decision.
You know, it's important for you players to come to a consensus about what you want to do with your time.
Throw Thomas into the mess.
And I mean, sure, I could have a villain kick down the door, but they kind of already did that last session. I mean, what the fuck more do you want? Like, do I just, like, bring back Rav? I have him, like, start pinning, like, hate mail to you?
No, please.
You know!
I'd like to see him again.
You know, where is Rav? Let's
Not here.
let's go have a talk.
Well, he's close by, at least. We'll see him again, don't worry.
Whoops, why do I click sort? Initiative. Not sort. There we go.
We'll see Rav again. Soon, someday.
I'm actually gonna go use the restroom while you folks all load up.
I'm predicting 14 enemies and 7 traps.
I will do the same. Be right back.
I'll get a drink then.
Goger,
Yes.
we must keep the commentary going.
I see.
Are you loading?
Yes, I am. I'm at 26 of 37.
You've got a lot to load.
I do.
I'll describe a picture to you. Large snowy area, buildings scattered at very annoying and completely OCD-inducing angles. We are only able to see a square and a half ahead. Thomas will be having to be head alone while we curl around buildings trying to keep an eye on him.
This is gonna go bad.
On the bright side, it kind of makes sense though, because Thomas is the person in the group worst at stealth, so he might as well be the one just going out in the open anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, at least I can stealth.
Yeah, I can't stealth anymore, I don't think.
Admittedly, well, you can stealth, kind of, slightly.
I can't get too close though because people will, like, feel...
You know? I doubt they can see that far through the snow.
Yeah, but they will feel the power. Maybe. If they're, like, magically inept. Or...
I mean, I think you're making Leon uncomfortable. So,
Probably.
admittedly, he makes you uncomfortable when I go into combat, so...
Yeah.
Which one of us can throw the more powerful aura to annoy the other?
Probably me.
Yes.
Like Grimith.
Right now, yes.
Let's see. Alright.
Until we get can we get that situation down in the prison again?
Yeah. Ah,
That's
that's a
not bad.
terrible roll.
Welcome back.
Ah, that's...
That is a terrible roll.
The sheep. We
Yeah.
came to the conclusion it's certainly the best one to do this because,
Are we still having this discussion?
well, if we're going to try like sneakily like kind of keeping an eye on him, he's proven again and again in the armor he's not very good at stealthing. So he might as well be the one walking out in the open.
So I might as well be the bait.
I don't know whether everyone has loaded. It's not that detailed of a map.
We have, I think.
In that case, it would be up to Manaki to move first. You can treat it like combat. Do whatever you want with your turns.
I think Manaki might be getting a drink still.
Okay. It's fine.
I cast Ruination.
Preemptive strike, I like it.
Do you count whoever is in the buildings as being enemies?
If they are enemies,
How would you know?
if they're evil, I
Oh.
wouldn't.
So you either target them or you don't target them. Your choice.
He wouldn't even know whether they're there, which means I would default to them being attacked. Like, it targets things, but he doesn't know they're there. Until he hears the screams of slaughter and carnage.
And headaches.
Yes.
Carnage of headaches.
Yes.
I'm back.
Cool. You're the one who gets to act first. Manaki, treat this as it's a combat thing, with your allotment of move, standard, and quick actions.
Is Sherm alerted to there being any reason why he would act out of his ordinary?
No. Other than the fact that it's near whiteout conditions and he can barely see, and you're entering into what might be the territory of the Scarlet Serpents.
Are we gonna let, like, Thomas walk first, then?
That would be the idea, yes.
Yeah, I can shift you down so that Thomas goes first.
Okay, Thomas will try to walk ahead, but still stay in sight.
Sure. You can take one move action at a time. You don't have to take both at once. You know, just like move forward so that you can see more, and then move forward again.
Okay. I mean, there's no reason to rush, especially in this weather. So one move.
And your
action
goal
fine.
would be to get down to these 3 southerly squares here. That would basically pass you through this neighborhood.
You can move like here.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Dwohurim.
So are we supposed to go with him? Or should we just stay up here?
I mean,
We could go, like, one space ahead, maybe.
Just stay in range, basically.
Sure. So that'd be very quiet as I'm moving into. I can't see from there. There, I guess.
Okay.
And stay alert. I'm ready.
Alright.
Initiative was not sorted properly.
Leon's supposed to be one.
Fargus just happened to move first. Leon was a little bit dazed.
Yes, that's exactly what transpired. And then Leon suddenly realizes, oh, I should probably do stuff.
I mean, I could.
You could not. It's up to you.
It's true, I could not. I guess I should keep up.
Okay.
You're trying to remain very quiet as he moves. Though, the other two here might not make a difference.
Thomas.
I mean, he's being chased by these 3 weird people. How creepy. He'll move here.
Alright.
Does he want to keep moving? Nah, he's fine.
Alright, Dwohurim.
Well, I'd like to see where the hell he went. He's out of my vision range. I don't really want to go out there, so I guess I'll go over here.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm good.
Leon?
I got to keep an eye on him.
I'm gonna guess move down, like peer around the corner kind of idea.
Okay.
Oh,
You
I
are
can't.
currently in vision blocking hell.
Can you please fix this for me? Thank you. It's never going to tell where vision blocking hell exists. Kind of
I
peering
understand.
around. It's not the easiest cover to move to, so kind of just remain here for now, trying to, stay in whatever shadows there may be.
Sure. It would be very damn hard for someone to see you unless they were really knowing what they were looking for in these conditions. Fargus?
Alright, Fargus will sort of move this direction, I guess.
Okay.
So keeping to the wall. Having an eye on Thomas over there.
Alright. Almost sounds like Gryph joined the call. Thomas.
Let's keep going then. Go here.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Dwohurim? Thomas is outside of where you can see.
Yeah, I don't know where he is now. I guess I could look for Fargus there. Oh, there he is. Oh, well. I mean, I like look around this corner while still
Okay.
staying hidden.
Sure. Leon?
Kind of moving like this to try and, staying close to the building.
I don't think I want to go further into this. I mean, it would just feel right that we got attacked, right? We have no business being here.
Anything else, Leon?
Other than his normal trying to remain hidden? No. Just keeping an eye out.
Okay. Fargus? Anything from you? Asthma man? Okay. Asthma man
Yeah.
creeping a bit.
Yeah, you sneak up next to Dwohurim and... Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and handle some stuff before you act. Alright. Go ahead and take your turn, Thomas.
Okay. Let's go for here. Perfect.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. Manaki?
Whisper to Fargus, asking if we should continue to follow.
I don't know. Maybe go to that house over there on the other side and Fargus points to this.
It seems to be the, like... We could, but what would be the benefit to that at this point?
I don't know.
If we get spotted, then the whole plan's broken. If he gets spotted, then that's what we want, right?
Yeah, maybe just stay here and listen for screams.
Sure, we'll move up here too. Have a bit of look around this corner. You know, try to stay hidden still.
Okay. Leon want to do anything? Alright. And, Fargus.
Yeah, just move to the side of the building.
Okay. Then, it will be as, Thomas is about to take his turn that, from, between these two houses, he hears the crunching of footsteps. And, through the thick haze of, snow, he sees a number of scaly creatures, wrapped in thick clothing as well, to try and shelter from the extreme cold, but brandishing weapons and scanning around for signs of danger, which, since you're standing there, does attract their attention. They call out, "Hold! Only the desperate or the foolish would dare to travel into the territory of the Scarlet Serpents. Which are you?"
Thomas will kind of raise his arms, showing that he has no immediate hostile intentions, saying, "Well, I'm desperate, all right. Look at this weather, and oh, they're all dead. My family, and I heard you give people a better life. I want to be one of the important guys again, but
Okay. All of you other player characters will be able to hear this conversation. And if you zoom out from this direction, not too far from where you others were, you hear the sounds of footsteps moving away from you.
Whew.
crisis averted. Thomas will just stand really still while they approach and look adequately, what's the word, intimidated.
Another patrol group, having heard the commotion, moves over as well. They get pretty close to you. They don't appear to be acting with immediate hostile intent, though they do still have their weapons raised, and they are closely observing you. And then, the dragonkin among them, order the lizardmen to, surround you, make sure that you are properly secured and are not going anywhere. And, the dragonkin as well, there's a brief hesitation for Thomas, a slight hiccup. The dragonkin shift from using a common language to actually draconic. But for Thomas, the shift is non-existent, and it actually takes him some time to realize they change languages at all, because he can still understand them just fine. One says to the other, "I don't like the look of him. He's suspicious. He reeks of something." Another one says, "Yes, but Scarlet, she's offering the chance for any of them, no matter how pathetic and mewling they are." A third says, "He looks like he could be the right sort. He certainly lost a few numbers trying to hunt that bastard Jinzeros." A fourth says, "Oh, he'll be hunted in time. All those who leave the Scarlet Serpents are." They banter with each other for a few more minutes, basically trying to assess whether Thomas is worthwhile enough to handle.
Well, Thomas will look appropriately confused, as if he was not understanding a word they are saying.
finally, by a vote, a begrudging vote of 3-1, they elect it. All right, you can come with us. Rather, you, and they point to the lizard men, they'll escort you to, where you'll be properly handled and processed. Don't make any undue or untoward moves.
Thank you.
The lizard men will begin walking with Thomas, heading through the whiteout conditions down south, and the dragon can resume patrolling. You other players, your characters, were able to hear the fact that sounds were happening, and certainly the lizards, the scaly ones, weren't being too quiet. So you can hear the fact that Thomas is being escorted south.
Right. Yes, we'll leave then immediately.
Okay. You folks gotta head north and then head back to Hiram's Hall?
I think so.
Dark, Manaki? Any objections to that?
I was muted. Yes, I think that's the general idea. We'll convene there and perhaps talk about what to do. See if we can. I mean, really, now it depends on what Thomas can find to some degree. Hopefully, he brought some chalk with him and stuff. But
unless I hear a sudden blood-curdling scream, I think I'll probably go back.
No blood-curdling scream.
No, he's gonna be too far in for now. So.
All right, I am amused by the fact that and voluntarily the players have isolated one of their own, but you know.
Yeah, in my mind was giving rid of a lot of like, this is the worst idea. This is the worst idea.
You know, it's
It'll be.
It's up to you what you folks wish to do.
And we did talk about this last session.
Before I yes, I think that transpired, especially after you folks voluntarily split up and consequences occurred, and you specifically said we're never splitting the party again. Goger.
I did think about that as well, yeah.
Just for the record, I said this is a terrible plan, but that's all we got.
All
I
right.
said the same.
Now I guess we'll go and research about the different gangs that are around the place, so that we know how to recruit them if this plan fails.
Yes, the rest of you can head back to the Drakenhall map, where I will have one scene with you folks before we dip into the solo fun that is going to be Thomas, which will consume a group time, but the players wanted this, so no guilt.
I'd rather have him do it alone than have me be there, honestly.
Okay, so the three of you, through these thick, snowy conditions, begin to trek your way north, and then hopefully hooking westward so that you can make it back to Hiram's Hall. As you are traveling and perhaps conversing with yourselves and remaining alert, the snow does begin to ease up, which is a merciful consideration, and the wind slightly lessens. All right. Then you cast your eyes skyward, perhaps due to arbitrary reasons which the GM could very well make up, but I'm sure you have it in your minds why your characters might look skyward, perhaps hoping that no snow falls. And off in the distance, to the west, heading for the center of Drakenhall, is a flurry of shapes. It is some distance away, so it's difficult to see. One solid figure being escorted by a vanguard of more translucent characters. The individual in question, the solid one, appears to look like that from this distance.
This was flying, yeah?
Yes, flying, soaring through the air, not stopping or paying you any mind. It is some distance away. A vanguard of translucent shapes streaking from the west, heading for the center of Drakenhall.
That is not good.
And I will provide a token for this, just so you folks can see, because Leon rather, even at this distance, will recognize this sensation.
A real good picture.
Yeah. So seeing these figures pass, Leon, he was looking around, being ready, and seeing that, he will just stumble in the snow, looking at it, his eyes locked.
An immense wave of negative energy bursts through the air, evaporating the snow before it can fall near you, as this solid shape, dressed somewhat in rags, it really is difficult to tell at this distance, but with a skeletal, emaciated form and pinpricks where eyes should be that glow to you even through these conditions. The translucent shapes following it, its vanguard and it flanking it, have no difficulty keeping up with the creature. Throbbing waves of power streaking through the sky as it shoots past, flying at incredible speed.
Grim was seeing butterflies in the clouds dancing with the snow, but he's shaken out of that somewhat as the grim reality of what this city is strikes him. He'll look to Leon, who seems to have stumbled over.
Basically just almost paralyzed for a moment with fear looking at it.
Just looks down, tries to guess what it is, and says, "At least it's not another big red one. It was said that vampires walk the streets. I suppose these creatures are no exception."
Leon will snap out of it, look around quickly around him, in all directions, like in a very paranoid way.
Something wrong? You heard something?
We need to get back. Now.
Just die.
Alright, let's go. Do you know what that
Alright
was?
then. He looks slightly weirded out at Leon, but he's very mellow right now. So.
Do you know what that was, Leon?
Right as he's about to talk, he seems to just clench his mouth shut, and goes just a small shudder down his spine. Like it's clear that he clearly knows something about it, just he doesn't want to talk about it. A fear running through him, intense.
He sort of walks close to Fargus. Let's get back first.